Hello everyone and welcome to this another session on the variations of PCR. So far we have discussed about conventional PCR, hot start PCR, multiplex PCR. Today we will discuss about nested PCR. So this is a bird living in the nest and this bird is called as nested bird. Now how this concept is related with the nested PCR, that you will think after at the end of this lecture. So there are several problems with the conventional PCR. The specificity is the main aim of any of the PCR reaction. Every PCR modifications are meant to increase the specificity as well as the sensitivity of the reaction. So in nested PCR, the specificity of the PCR reaction is enhanced by reducing the non-specific binding with the help of two sets of primer. We have seen that there are several problems in the conventional PCR, such as the non-specific binding, then the early activation of tag DNA polymerase, as well as the formation of primer dimer. So nested PCR tries to overcome the problem of non-specific binding, and to overcome this problem in nested PCR the two sets of primers are used. So it is a simple modification of the native PCR technique and it tries to overcome the problem associated with non-specific binding. The technique does not require any additional reagent, chemicals or instruments. It just requires an additional set of primer. So one thing is clear, that two primers are essential in the nested PCR. These primers are designated as outer primer and inner primer. So outer primer binds the outer primer binds to the target DNA and amplifies a larger fragment, whereas the inner primer is very specific. It binds specifically to the target DNA and amplifies it. So two primers are there, outer primer and inner primer. The name gives you an idea that outer primer binds at the outer sides of the target DNA. Now suppose this is a target DNA, these are the outer sides. The green colored primer is outer primer. This outer primer binds on the outer side of the target DNA, whereas the inner primer binds specifically to the target DNA. Now why this arrangement is made? Because there are chances that due to a large DNA, the outer primer or the primer may bind non-specifically. So in this particular figure you can see that there are the red color primer, these are the outer primer, and the position where they are bound, that is the specific site where they should bind, but sometimes they binds non-specifically. So this gray color portion here, you can see that there is non-specific binding of outer primer to the DNA. As a result, after the PCR run we get some non-specific amplification. So these gray color are the non-specific amplification at the end of first run of DNA. So these are the non-specific and they are undesirable, whereas this red color is the expected amplicon. Now this amplicon contains the target DNA, and this target DNA can be amplified by using these inner primers. So these orange color primers are the inner primers. They are very specific for the target DNA. So they bind specifically to the target DNA and then we get the amplified target DNA. So there are two rounds of polymerase chain reaction in nested PCR. In the first round, only the outer primers are added, the DNA molecules are amplified, the non-specific or undesirable PCR products are eliminated, and the desired amplicon of the first PCR cycle is subjected for the second round with the inner primers. The inner primers are very specific. So the outer primers are primers that are upstream to the inner set of primers. The outer primers bind to the outside of the flanking region out of the target DNA, whereas the second primer is specific to inner sequence, and therefore they are called as the inner primers. So what happens in nested PCR? The two sets of primers are used to achieve high sensitivity. Two sets of primers are used to achieve the high sensitivity. Both the primers have different and unique properties. The first set of primer binds outside the target DNA and amplifies larger fragment. This set of primer is referred as outer primer. The another set of primer binds specifically at the target site, and in the second round of amplification it amplifies only the target DNA. This set of primer is referred as inner primer. So here in nested PCR, our template DNA is the primary binding site for the outer set of primer, while the amplicon of the first reaction is the binding site or the target site for the inner primers. Okay, so we can also discuss this concept with this detail figure. So here you can see that there is a target DNA. It is a very large DNA. That gene target sequence is present in a large DNA molecule, and this large DNA molecule is subjected for the first cycle, first PCR run with the outer primer. This outer primer binds to this large DNA. Now since the DNA is large, template DNA is large, there are chances that the primers may bind non-specifically. So this is an unwanted primer annealing, and this is the desired primer annealing. So at the end of first run, so majority of PCR product contains the target DNA sequence, whereas the unwanted products are also there. So these unwanted products are eliminated in the second round by using the specific or target specific primer. These are the inner primers. So inner primers are added along with the amplicon of first cycle. These inner primers bind specifically to the target DNA, and they are non-specific to these unwanted products. So there is no amplification of this unwanted product of first cycle. There is amplification only of the target sequence in the second cycle. So in the second cycle we get the amplified target sequence. So this is how the nested PCR achieves the high specificity. So there are certain advantages of nested PCR. That nested PCR is used in the study of phylogenetic analysis and genetic polymorphism. Generally in such type of studies, certain genes are amplified in the DNA sequence. The DNA sequences are usually very long, and with the help of nested PCR we can minimize the problems of non-specific binding, and we can properly study the genetic polymorphism. It gives the 100% accuracy, specificity and sensitivity. That is another advantage of nested PCR, and this offers the best results where the GC content is very high. When GC content is high, there are more chances of non-specific binding. So for such type of DNA molecule that contains very high GC, we can use the nested PCR. It is useful for the amplification of genes with the low abundance, and it is the best choice for carcinoma and viral infection. Along with these advantages, there are certain important disadvantages that makes the nested PCR less preferable. The very first disadvantage is it is time consuming because you have to run 2 cycles of PCR. Therefore, the nested PCR is time consuming. It requires more reagent since we are using 2 cycles, so extra primers are required, and extra reagents are required. So therefore, this is the disadvantage of the nested PCR. And there are high chances of contamination because since we are using 2 cycles, so we are increasing certain steps like addition of primer, agarose gel electrophoresis, and therefore there are more chances of the contamination. So these are the 3 disadvantages of nested PCR. Okay, so we have studied the concept of nested PCR. So nested PCR is a modification in the conventional PCR technique to overcome the problem associated with non-specific binding. It involves 2 sets of primer and it requires only the addition of extra set of primer. Then we discussed about the primers. So 2 types of primers are there, outer primers and the inner primers. Outer primers binds to the target DNA and amplifies a larger fragment, and that fragment is called as amplicon of first cycle. This amplicon is further amplified by using the second set of primer, that is known as inner primer. So here you can see the outer primer in the red color, they bind the flanking regions of the target DNA, and then you get an amplicon. This amplicon is amplified by the inner primers in the second round of PCR. And we discuss the procedure, how the nested DNA can facilitate the specific amplification of the target sequence, and we discussed about the advantages and disadvantages of nested PCR. So this is all for today. Complete the assignment associated with this topic. Thank you very much.